If you count 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, and then you hear it, that's how many miles it was away. And it woke me up and I was like, 1 1000. Wow! Oh shit! What the hell? How did I get that? I must have got that from yesterday.
So what about Japanese-style gyoza? Also in Yokohama, this venerable eatery has
I got a chigger bite right there.
75 years. The filling is nut cabbage and ground.
Oh my god, dude. Look, woman, I have bags under my eyes. That's what the coffee did.
Wrapped in their skins, they're pan-seared at high
I'm about to go get me some cantaloupe water right now. I'm gonna just start calling y'all woman. Yo, what's up, woman? Oh, man.
In other words,
Hey,
Japanese
woman.
gyoza are both fried and steamed, golden brown on the outside.
What is this? Fried gyoza has thinner skins. Cooking in oil makes them crispy. Now my eyes are all watering.
On the table are
Soy sauce, chili oil, vinegar, pepper.
Customers combine them as they like to make a sauce in which the gyoza are dipped and eaten.
Gyoza. Whoa, they're really little. Makes a lot of sense. I don't like taking a bite out of a huge burger sometimes. I want like little burgers. I'm getting hungry.
This gyoza recipe was inspired by his experience in China.
In China. こういう玉かませ生がおーしんりくよ半人面言変じゃが
In the 1930s, many Japanese resided in northern China. A magazine from the time on what they ate. Japanese people prefer fried gyoza.
半ジャン軍人にのまぜのジョブ
Having dined at over 3,000 eateries that make them, food critic Scuderi promotes their appeal far and wide. Here's what he thinks.
日本だとご飯のおかずとして食べる皮を薄くしてですね、パンの方が主役になるような感じで作って、でそれがまあ焼き餃子の方がですね、そのスタイルに合ってた。
In northern China, thick-skinned dumplings were a staple food. But for the Japanese, whose staple food was rice, they were a side dish. So thin-skinned, unsavory fried gyoza were the favorite.
まあいろんなものと一緒に合わせて美味しいんですよね。例えばラーメンと餃子とか、チャーハンと餃子とか、お酒のつまみとして食べるっていうのもいけるので、どんなシチュエーションでもいけるっていうところは、もう一つ焼き餃子の魅力かなと思いますね。
After the Second World War, Japanese returning from China popularized the fried gyoza they had come to love.
同時多発的にですね、短期間のうちに広まっていったのではないかなと思います。
The method of pan frying led to the birth of the
Watching
distinctive
NHK.
Japanese gyoza.
Oh,
With an extra crispy
That's some
layer
cantaloupe
surrounding
water.
their base, this dish is known as gyoza with wings.
Hojomozuki. Yeah, but the lightning storm is gone.
Once the gyoza are laid out on the griddle, a thin wheat flour batter is poured over them.
Man, what are they cooking on there?
This distinctive style of gyoza is the creation of restaurant founder, 90-year-old Yagi Isao.
Damn, he's 90 years old. If the batter is too thick, they won't cook through, and the outside too thin, and the wings won't form. It's quite difficult. After much experimentation, gyoza with wings were an accident.
Yagi was born in China in 1934 to a Japanese father who ran a restaurant and a Chinese mother. After returning to Japan, they often served boiled Chinese dumplings.
People said they were delicious, but the Japanese preferred fried gyoza, so they wanted to eat them fried. I had no idea why fried gyoza was popular, but I started experimenting. After creating gyoza with wings, I decided to open my restaurant.
1983, his first restaurant opens. Gyoza with wings became all the rage. There were long lines of customers every day.
You can now find gyoza with wings all over Japan. It makes me happy.
First adopted as a side dish for rice, the Japanese have developed many gyoza variations. Giant gyoza, twice the normal size. Tiny, bite-sized gyoza. Gyoza eaten dipped in miso. From seafood to cheese and more, the fillings are nearly limitless. Gyoza's role as a side dish continues to evolve. In the 1950s, pre-made gyoza wrappers went on sale in Japan. Thanks to this, gyoza would become a regular sight at the
I'm just as confused as you are.
餃子が爆発的なブームを迎えたという記事が昭和30年たくさん報道されて、これから日本が高度経済成長に入っていくぞっていうちょうど手前のスタミナをつけて食べていくというなんか餃子が日本の成長をしていこうという時期と重なっている。
In the 1960s, refrigerator freezers first appeared on the Japanese market. By around 1970,
Damn, they didn't have freezers until 1960.
And something that would make gyoza more popular than ever first appeared. The sale of home-use frozen foods. Now an impressive array of foods from side dishes to noodles and even desserts are commonly available in Japan.
Wow.
And among this huge variety of products, the biggest seller of all is frozen, ready-made gyoza, unchallenged in the top spot since 2003. The company that developed them.
That's why the milkman used to bring us milk.
In 1972.
In America, the milkman would drop off milk.
To make gyoza by hand, vegetables must be
They had giant ice blocks.
with ground meat and then wrapped one by one.
We used to call refrigerators ice box because they would drop off blocks of ice.
Remade gyoza are steamed in the factory and then flash frozen.
I don't even know how they made the big blocks of ice.
Dip in the frying pan at home and they're ready to eat. This maker sells some 100
Yeah, some of these old folks around here, they still call them ice boxes.
生活者のライフスタイルが変わっていってどんどんどんどん皆さん仕事忙しく過ごされる中でその食卓需要が
In the ice box.
でそこに餃子っていうのはご飯の数としてもすごく重宝されてたんだというふうに思うんですね。
This mother keeps gyoza in a bag. She feeds them to her kids. They dip them in miso. I don't even know what miso is, but I heard about it. Miso soup is really good. This is all that Japanese stuff.
餃子にはもうありがたみしか感じてないというか、野菜もお肉も全部入ってるんで、これで完結する
Meat and veggies all in one. Oh, okay. See, at first that old man, they showed the picture of him cooking it. It was in water. It looked like it was in water. But he said the people wanted to eat them fried. Because it's more healthy to cook in water.
In 1987, a major event in the history of Japanese gyoza occurs. For the first time, they appeared on the list of items in a government survey.
Boiled stuff is more healthy than fried stuff.
And since then, one city has topped the list for spending on gyoza an astonishing 26 times. Some 100 kilometers north of Tokyo, Utsunomiya in Tochigi Prefecture. In front of the station is a gyoza-themed monument.
Oh, Yosoba! Hajimoto!
Manhole covers.
Gyoza.
Lights. Gyoza-shaped paper fortunes at the Shinto shrine. Gyoza are nearly everywhere. Here in Utsunomiya, over 300 restaurants have gyoza on the menu.
もう生活の一部分じゃないですかね、この宇都宮市民の場合はね。
餃子のない生活っていうのはちょっと考えられない。
高校の帰りとか、順番食べてきたりとか、ちょっと人間臭くなってきた。
Gyoza Street in the center of town is lined with gyoza specialty shops. The oldest still in existence is this one, founded in 1958. The menu features 3 types of gyoza: pan-fried, deep-fried, or boiled, rice and beer, and that's all.
Damn, some of them Japanese women are white.
Naturally, pan-fried gyoza are the most popular. Daughter of the original founder, 80-year-old Ito Tomoko. After the war, her mother opened a restaurant in Utsunomiya, serving the gyoza she'd learned to make while they were living in China. In fact, Utsunomiya had been home to a former Imperial Japanese army garrison, and many people repatriated from
I have
China
an ant bite.
came here after the war.
I have ant bites from yesterday.
やっぱり
They was all over my Miracle Grow bag,
ちょっと気になって、その香りがいいんじゃないですか。
so I dumped it.
下から入ってきたよ。そういうお客さんもいらした。
Hiratsuka Ko, who runs another long-standing Utsunomiya gyoza shop, is also a returnee from China.
日本に帰って引き上げ寮っていう寮に入ったんですけれども、母親を中心にみんなで餃子を作るんですよ。皆さんそのチューブの思いであった。
I was gonna change the channel to what I was watching on the other channel is 314.
Spent more money on them than any other.
Old movies.
Hey, Nick, where are you going? Well, it's Japanese say if the bar is...
Ah, they just mentioned Japanese. I'm in the Matrix. Japanese music. I was just watching NHK, now I'm watching family movie classics. Everybody's wearing hats. They're all wearing fedoras and stuff. It's a black and white movie, you know. A bunch of them Japanese back in the old days, they got Americanized. Wasn't it? Or was it the Chinese? I forget which side.
You know what this case has done for me? Developed a ravenous appetite.
I developed a few myself.
Must be really avoiding.
No, come on, let's see.
Oh. Majiko no Hanyaska?
Thanks, Katie. We are about to dine at Sato. Oh, an excellent restaurant. We thought you'd like it. Nothing too good for the Imperial Secret Police. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi. Now they're eating gyoza.
Thank you.
You like it, huh?
Japan is lovely, but I've seen of it in 3 days.
Yeah, the scenery's all right, but some of the inhabitants I object to. The higher up you go, the lower grade people you meet.
And
Ah.
I'm lucky that I don't have to meet any highly placed Japanese in my
He just says the good people or the poor people.
course.
Namely,
I'm studying the problems of Japanese women.
why?
A friend in Shanghai.
Now, don't tell me that was why he told you to get in touch with me.
Jojo.
Still, you're so ignorant about women.
Ignorant, but awfully willing.
Do you know anything at all about Japanese women?
Now, what kind of a question is that? Academic or personal?
Well, if you won't be serious,
Oh, I'll be serious.
they're not considered human beings. They're not even allowed to think. It's
What?
against the law.
What? In them old days was crazy.
Now and then.
Yes, bootleg thinking. That's not good enough.
And so you've elected to help.
Why not? I'm a woman.
I've been aware of that for some time.
Look, Chinese women are just beginning to learn what it could mean to be free. If the Japanese women felt the same way,
I mean, that might stop Tanaka, Dojo, Yamamoto, and all the rest.
it might help.
Tanaka plan. What do you know about it?
Dojo and Yamamoto.
Why don't you tell me? I haven't published any articles on the subject.
Why don't I just kill him off?
What the fuck?
I think I know a less violent solution.
Kyojo Hamajito. Sorry.
Don't wait up for me, Katie.
I was just talking about Toyota yesterday. Now I turned the TV on and it's on NHK because I had it on NHK before, the Japanese stuff. Then I changed the channel that's playing old Western movies and now it's a Japanese stuff in the old movies. In this movie, what is this movie?
Very nice.
Blood on the Sun.
Somebody been expecting us?
Military War 1945. James Cagney, Sylvia Sidney, Wallace Ford. Japanese warlords try to silence an American reporter who foresees their threat to democracy.
你唔談㗎，你手勢啫，行呢個車。先生，你叫佢彈咧，好手勢彈琴啊。
Black and white.
Pretty good notion, yeah?
You understand Chinese?
Aye. Ai咁多？唔該你。
I'm afraid it's hopelessly romantic.
She's not exactly my type. But,
1945.
and with a few alterations, you'd be.
What sort of alterations?
The U.S. editor of a Tokyo newspaper smuggles out a Japanese military plan several years before World War II.
Rule 2, whenever you sit, always sit with your chin tilted up like this.
Like this.
Mm-hmm.
When did you leave China?
Oh, there goes Rule 1. Well,
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm American.
left Brooklyn 15 years ago, Cleveland 10 years ago, Kansas City in the summer of 1921. Now, would you like me to go all through the towns very quickly, just sort of get them out of the way?
I don't think that'll be necessary.
Well, I just wanted to make sure I cover everything that you might interrupt with.
I'm American, but we have grown to love Chinese stuff, Japanese stuff.
Why?
We know a little bit about all cultures.
Just thinking.
I know. You're thinking of changing the subject again.
Some people more than others.
Let me tell you what I'm thinking.
I think I know. And I like it very much. But I don't believe you really know what you think of me.
Maybe I do.
Desirable me.
Much more than that.
Be sensible, Nick. What I'm trying to tell you is that I'm half Chinese and
I'm half Irish and half Norwegian.
it isn't the same thing.
She's half Chinese.
What are you trying to do? Run down the Irish?
Thank you, Nick.
Sally?
She's half Irish.
You're very debasing emotion. Now, you just keep your mind on the game. That's rule 1. Rule 2.
Oh, now they're kissing.
You played this game before.
What would you pay
Oh,
for Cloud Pro? I only paid $42 on Deal Dash. DealDash.com. Online auction.
man. I love these women that are mixed. They'll be like part Asian, part American, you know, like part white, you know, like part European genetics, part like Asian genetics. Man, those kind of women are awesome. This Korean live streamer, she has green eyes. How does she have green eyes? Some of, like, I've seen like African people in Africa having blue eyes. That stuff's incredible. Like that picture on there was a famous picture on National Geographic a long time ago that a photographer took of, and it was like a Middle Eastern woman, like in the Middle East, and she had green eyes. She was really dark skinned with green eyes. It was a really famous picture. She was poor. My eyes are brown. And some of the old folks around here, they get in their 60s and they start getting cataracts. Like it's like blue on the outside. It's from sugar. It's from white sugar. Because, well, yeah, like one guy, he don't even smoke, but he has those cataracts. I swear it's from white sugar. And then one reason is natural old age. Is it from working outside? Like as well, you know, just having to look towards the sun. But Americans, they eat a lot of white sugar. I just seen something on NHK that had fermented plums. They had fermented plums. They was gonna make a side dish, and they put white sugar in it. I've never had fermented plums.
Have you seen His Excellency Baron Tanaka? If he'd seen me, I wouldn't be here. Be reasonable, Colonel. All you wanted wasn't to hold the Kennedy here. It didn't happen the way we planned it. It was different. We are just as much concerned in the manner in which these matters are accomplished. Now, His Imperial Majesty's government will have to make it very clear we were never acquainted with you. But where does that leave me? I've lost my friends in China, and now... Precisely. Surely you must realize, Mr. Castelli, that he who is not a good friend of China cannot be a good friend of Japan. Most regrettable. Good day. Okay. Okay.
Damn, that guy's bald except for in the back right there. What the heck?
Don't get me wrong.
That's how they cut their hair? They just shave the top part,
Chinese are great people.
then they leave. he had hair in the back right there.
It was like doubling up, putting the money right on a good bet. I couldn't pass it up. Go on, get out. Wait a minute. You're a decent guy, Connie, and I run the idea to work for both. You're in a worse spot than I am. They're not gonna let you get out of
I
the
started thinning right there.
You set the house. Anything you say. Let me take it to China. Let me sell up you with the right people. You collect the money in America. Take one thing, Ken. The Tiger one. You got it one. Tiger's already made you an offer, but you're holding out for more, I know. Okay. What else do you know? Funny. Did my framing introduction for Canada between you and a Hilliard Dane? Don't I know she has nothing you like yet because you're playing Daisy?
Back in the old days, they like to slick their hair back and it'll look all curly, like wavy.
That's funny. You smear me for selling out China or you sell out your own country.
Oh. Are y'all selling out y'all's own country? No. We're just on YouTube. We're sharing our lives with the world. I see all y'all sharing y'all's lives with the world. We feel more connected to each other now. And then we respect each other more. You gotta learn how to respect people's differences.
Stop talking. Hey, Anishi.
If you want to grow your hair out, like all your hair out right here, like your hair out right here, if you want to make a ponytail, if you want to tie your beard and all that, I can respect that.
You're going great. I'd be shooting off my mouth about the wonderful Chinese people. Tied me up with Chan Pauline. You're going to develop a case of espionage against me in Harvey Fox. I'd give up the Tanaka Memorial, or I'll spend the next 10 years of my life in a dirty Jap prison. Very cute, but you made one split. And don't you build yourself up with me by splitting that story on Cassell. Well, it didn't work. He talked.
Can I say something?
Yes, plenty. To the United States Embassy. You're going to tell them how you killed Edith Miller? I didn't. Well, you know who did. And who killed her husband. You get on into a store with the dirty rats like Tanaka, then come to me with your freedom for women, equal rights for all people, love of humanity. Well, who killed them? Well, they, Norseman, who else?
What would you give for the name? The Tanaka Memorial.
It's too late for that kind of deal now.
What is your price then for the document? That hardly answers my question.
This movie crazy.
I'll give it to you in your own language. It may come as a surprise to you, but these things can't buy everything. There isn't money enough in all Japan to buy that document.
And what are you risking your life for? To protect people in China and America you don't even know? Save humanity.
Come on, let's get over to the embassy.
Are you sure? Are you sure you'd risk your life to protect the Tanika plan? If you had it.
Oh, don't worry. I have it.
No, you haven't. I have.
We just don't see any people in China. China don't share with us.
Where'd you get this?
Where did you put it? The portrait of the Emperor held no fears for me. When the police left,
Where were you?
in your garden. It was an awfully good fight you put up with. But when
I don't remember which one attacked who, China and Japan, because they was fighting each other back in the 40s.
This is it, huh? This is it.
The Japanese
Memorial
attacked
to His Imperial Majesty by Premier Tanaka.
China, right?
Outlining a positive
I
course for
forgot.
Japan.
Tell me, how close did
But it was really bad.
You missed me by millions of square miles. This is a plan for world conquest. Manchuria is only the beginning. All China, then America.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. What do you think we'll be doing when all this is going on?
Sleeping. Until the bombs start falling on you. They're counting on that. That's why it's so important to get this to the outside world. To China, to your country. Now, before the plan goes into full operation.
Well, the Japanese are going to claim it's a forgery. And they'll scream fraud all over the place.
I just wish there was world peace. World peace. World peace. Peace. Peace.
This
Peace.
document can be authenticated with the signature of someone who was present when the plan was drawn up.
You sure of that?
I'm sure of that.
How'd you get mixed up in this?
But I wouldn't.
Well, I can think of easier ways to make a living.
Not really.
Big payoff, huh?
Yeah. Free China. That's why I had to be so careful, Nick, about telling you. I had to be sure how you felt about it.
How about you?
Nick,
Oh, now they're kissing and making up.
when I said I wished we'd met 2 years ago. I couldn't tell you why then. I suddenly became afraid that the thing I wanted most, we would say yes, we'd take the chance. It'd come too swiftly. It would end for us before it could begin. I suddenly wanted the moment of your decision pushed back months. Years.
Wait a minute, darling.
I moved around too much. I moved in high school.
Very much.
When I was a sophomore in high school, like I moved.
And fair to think of it otherwise.
I switched high schools.
Look, as history
And that kind of messed me up.
National Collectors Mint and the Cook Islands announced the limited public release of their first 2025 silver double eagle $2 coins. Angela Buchanan, the 37th Treasurer of the United States, was instrumental in supporting
It kind of messed me up.
the United States Silver Eagle Bullion Program. Coins were released by investors and collectors.
There wasn't very many choices.
She envisioned a silver double eagle $2 coin. Now, inspired and endorsed by Treasurer Buchanan, comes the release of the new .999 pure silver $2.
Everybody already had a boyfriend. There was not enough women to go around.
And the lily-like backgrounds of brilliant silver coins. Each of these Cook
But the high school that I was at before I moved, there was so many beautiful women.
It boasts 2 eagles in flight on the optics, with the
It was a high school with 5,000 people. 5,000. And I moved to a small high school with 500. And in my graduating class, there was only 56 of us. Or was it? Yeah, it was only 56. the high school that I moved from, if I would have stayed there, my graduating class would have been 500. But that's just how life goes sometimes. You don't get to enjoy your life. You don't think your life will play out how you expect it.
You are not displeased that I suddenly break this conflict. I intended to see you later this evening, but there are important matters for my priority. I am concerned about your work. I had hoped you might have completed your mission by now, but yet the document complete might already be in your hands.
I should be very happy when this is over and done. I'm afraid that the politics of the intrigue are not my special talents. Sometimes I get a little frightened.
So it's like, you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. You want your life to play out right, you gotta play it yourself. These days it costs money. Unless you go to church. You can go to church, give them some money a little bit, but I've never been one to go to church to find love. But each time I was in love, there was times where I went to church with my girlfriend. All three of them, I remember. It ain't nothing wrong with going to church every now and then. I haven't been to church in a long time, over 10 years. And then them Jehovah's Witness started coming around, and I think it's really weird, but I told them that life was short. Life is short. And yeah, he pulled out the Bible and he was reading one part out of the Bible. It could have been Job or something, I don't know. And it's like, a lot of people think that Jesus was black and Jesus was brown and stuff like that, because a lot of stuff where that stuff comes from is over there close to North Africa and the Middle East. And then, I don't know, with the Japanese and what they have, they got Buddhism, or they have Buddhism. And if you look at statues of Buddha, he's fat. He's kind of fat. Right? With the big ears. And it's like, nowadays people are so consumed with technology, we got all this information, we learn all about all the ancient religions, all the dead religions, and we kind of put them all together and we realize that there's stories of how to live and how to respect your life and how to be a good person and stuff like that. And it's like, there was kings and, we had queens and all that stuff. And every now and then there'd be a special person to come around to try to bring people together, type of thing. Because I think it's just natural human nature for people to become tribal and to separate themselves. You know? Like, oh, this is my village, this is my town. You know? I respect all cultures. I just think they're weird. It's okay to think that they're weird because they are weird. They're weird to you. Over here in America, we got sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Or at least that's the way it used to be. Now we have what? YouTube and conspiracies. Oh yeah, they got Facebook. The other cultures around the world, they got Facebook. No, don't do it! He's gonna self-sacrifice. No! No, their Japanese are weird.
I have been considering your past services to us. They have not been without value. Thank you, Colonel Dojo. You know I've always been a friend of Japan. Japan does not forget her friend. There is a way in which you can re-establish yourself. An exclusive news story of the first magnitude. I'll be right over in a half an hour.
Muddy paws, dirty shoes, endless.
Nah, man, I like how YouTube is recommending me videos from real people. They started recommending me videos from real people. They're not live streams, but they're portrait view like this. And it's videos of people outside talking about life. And they don't have very many subscribers. And I subscribed to like 2 or 3 of them from like this morning and then yesterday. And those are the kind of YouTube videos that I like. Some people, they lose their jobs and they have real spiritual awakening. And some people are just talking about the meaning of life and how they feel. Because Because it wasn't until the year that I decided to stay single and I was alone that I moved something with my energy. I thought it was a ghost, but it was the day I was trying to move stuff with my mind. So, you know, right when I walked past, like right when I gave up, right when I walked past the TV, the DVDs flew off the shelf, like off the TV onto the floor, and I just looked and I was like I was in shock. I was in shock. Did I do that? Because it was right when I went, like I just released. And, so, you know, like y'all see it in movies and stuff, like people have superpowers and, you know, it's like on Star Wars, like the Jedi mind tricks, you know, like how they can just, like with their mind, they can just, you know, and it's weird. But, so the Chinese, they have what they call chi. It's their chi, like the man that can take, like you see them where they're doing martial arts and they push like 10 or 15 people back, like one man against like 30 men. But what I'm saying is there's an energy inside of you. That's all it is. There's an energy inside of you and you can activate it. But it doesn't activate until you try. If you don't try, you'll never see it. It was the day that I tried. So what do you think? You think it was a ghost? That's what I thought. I thought it was my dead brother. Honestly. It could have been. It could have been my dead brother because he told me he was sorry after he died. Like he was making my pictures crooked. I'll never let it go. Because it's amazing. It's amazing when somebody speaks to you after they die. Man, I've got this freaking ball on the back of my leg right here. It was the beginning of an abscess, and I poked it with a needle because I learned from when I was 20, like I had an abscess on the back of my leg, and I went to the hospital because it got so big. It was like that big. It was huge. It was hard to walk. And the doctor, like after they numbed my leg with some Ibocaine or whatever, Novocaine, like that numbing stuff that comes from a plant like the coca plant or something. It was some kind of drug from a plant. Anyways. They made sure I was numb first, and then I was like, yeah, it's numb. They gave me 2 shots. The first one wasn't enough. I told him, give me some more. And she was like, you need another one? I was like, yeah, give me another one. And then I was like, alright, I'm good now. It's numb. And the doctor came in and he cut it open. He lanced it. He cut it open and he was squeezing. He was squeezing all the pus out of it. And then he filled it up with gauze. Like this. I got a scar. I still got the scar on the back of my leg. It's like a pit. It's like the size of my thumb. So like this year, like I started getting one again. And I was like, oh no you don't. And I got some needles. And I was poking it with with a needle. I stabbed it this way, I stabbed it that way, I kind of, like, and then I squeezed it, and it wouldn't come out, and then, like, after I took a shower, like, I had a real good grip, and I was squeezing it real good, and I felt it pop. It popped. But I don't think I mean, I thought I got all of it out. It's just the, like, excess skin buildup on top of it now. It's just, there's, like, extra layers of skin there. Yeah, because back in 20, what was it, 2000? I don't know, it was 2016 or 2017 or something. I got an abscess right there.
I think I can prove to you that it was worth it.
And I didn't quite poke it enough with the needles because I'd forgot. Because I tried to squeeze it and it hurt like hell, and then my face was like swelling up. My face swelled up like all the way to here.
I'm quite certain you will agree there is very little time to waste on explanations.
Then I used some Bactine,
I feel it would serve our purpose
like
most effectively.
some disinfectant stuff.
In your presence.
And I think I poked it like 3 times, but I didn't do it good enough. But anyways, like the Bactine worked so good, like I ended up just like pulling it off. And it was like a giant pimple like that big. It's just like, there was a hole in my face.
Its authenticity will not go unchallenged. My signature will
And then like now I have a scar, like it's a pit right there.
In that event, you're
Like it
right.
was so bad I could have got 1 stitch, like 1 or 2 stitches, so it wouldn't scar. I mean, so it wouldn't be a pothole.
Very brief. In Japan, a traitor's voice is quickly silenced. Mr. Condon, I take my part in this not for your country, but for mine. I would rather see Japan defeated than triumphant under the heels of our militarists.
They like to shave their head and grow their goatees. They like to shave their head and grow their goatees. I tried the look, like, just to see what it looked like. that's a lot of shaving every day. It's like, now they got this thing that they're selling, you can shave like this. It looks a lot easier if I got me one. Maybe they just do that because they start going bald right there. Because if you have a full head of hair and then you shave your head, like, it kind of looks gray. Like, it makes it look dark. There's this guy one time I talked to, he had put bleach on his head one time, trying to bleach his hair, and he killed all his hair follicles, and he's bald for life. So I mean, I was like, oh, okay. That's crazy. Was Trump really telling people to inject bleach? I wasn't watching any political stuff until 2020. I regretted drinking bleach one time. I added water. Don't drink bleach. You can die if it's just bleach. But if you add water, you won't die. It's like, I only drank a little bit. Like a long time ago. And I'll never do that again. Because it'll just melt your insides will melt, then you'll die. But that is how they chlorinate the water, like on bathtubs and stuff. It just take a little bit for a lot of water, and it'll kill all the bugs in it. The germs.
Lady, would you mind very much? I would kiss you.
I don't believe I'd have the strength to move from this party for you, dear.
Now, we've got to get out of here.
It's all been arranged. In a few minutes, a fishing boat will take us to a freighter out in the Long Bay.
Us?
You're going with me. They're planning to hold you for questioning. Once they get you...
I had an idea. Were you the one the embassy goes on out for me? They want to send me out on a duty back to the minute.
She's doing that weird thing where she looks at both eye, like back and forth.
Leave with us and free.
They must tell them, like, when they're making the movie, look at both eye back and forth.
Why didn't you tell me?
No one really does that. No one really does that in real life. I just look at one eye, man. Woman. I just look at one eye, woman. Oh, hell no. This movie is crazy.
Wait, this way.
Police everywhere! Hurry!
You'll have to take it out, darling. I'll hold the gate till you get a stop.
They need to fix YouTube, man. They need to add a patch on here or something and fix YouTube. Because there's a lot of things wrong with it.
We got jobs to do. Nobody gave them to us, but they've got to be done. I'm a girl, aren't you? You're going to do what I want you to do. I know it's tough. It's tougher to go than it is to stay. But you can hold it, and I think I can.
And I think they should give us the opportunity. Like, they should respect our privacy. Like, they should let us have settings to where we could be live streaming only in America, and like y'all could be live streaming only in Japan or something. Because you get all these foreigners and stuff on your chat, and like, you don't know all these people.
Given up strangling, eh, Yoshua? Oh, that's right. You had given it up. You shot Holly Miller. It was his wife you strangled, wasn't it?
Yes.
I see your point. When it comes to taking men with your bare hands...
I do not trust everyone.
Let it go, Mr. Cannon. There's one flaw in your bonus. It is as easy to kill you with these.
There has been too much scamming going on.
Japanese fashion.
I am prejudiced against AI. It's all good. I'm poor. I'm a poor man. Y'all rich folks be on social media. Y'all got some nerve to be on social media. Don't do it. Don't do it. Y'all got a lot of money. Y'all gonna be on YouTube. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Then you get all these videos on YouTube and they're like, this is why I make sure I look poor. It's important to look poor. And they're all like showing you Walmart clothes, Walmart shoes, and you know, stuff like that. That is ridiculous, man. This is what it's like in the life of a millionaire. I'm a multi-millionaire. Y'all are crazy. Damn, they're fighting. the hell, dude? Wow, this movie is good.
Stay tuned to get this 5-piece ultra non-stick bakeware.
Mike, I don't understand the comments about fedoras. Like, why are you wearing a fedora? Like, stuff like that. Like when I look at myself in the mirror, when I dress up, like it, probably because they don't have dress-up clothes, like a button-up shirt with buttons. Like, fedoras look so good with button-up shirts. You try to wear a baseball cap with a button-up shirt, it don't look right. It don't look right. So it just depends on what shirts you have. And you know, women used to wear big hats and stuff, and nowadays they don't wear big hats anymore, and they got like skin damage all on their face and like right here, because they like to wear those tank tops. The other day it was on a QVC channel or something, like where they're selling stuff on TV, and they zoomed in to her necklace, and like she had makeup on her chest right there, but like white people get skin damage so much faster. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess, you know, in 2,000 years, we're gonna be dark. They're all gonna be dark. I don't know, y'all, because they say that it changes through time, your habitat, you know. But I guess if we're always inside, we're sitting in our car, or in our truck, but it really happens to people that work outside. They have like a real job working hard, like a you know, like an outside job. Like even the truck drivers that are just like, they always got the sun right there on their face right there, and it's like, but it's like, learn how to use oil. The ancients already knew these things. People long time ago. Long time ago.
Alden has escaped from the city of dogs. Now he comes here. Driver! Drive past Harper Street. Now it's done. Akamachi Hotel. Yeah.
got skin damage from smoking. Right here. No, it's from the sun. No. 1945. They made this movie while the war was going on. Somebody made a video about ChatGPT does not make you money. These videos are dumb. Because there's videos like ChatGPT makes me $300 a day. I didn't watch it though.
But you see, Japanese very smart. Only half smart, okay? Only half smart.
And it's like if more Americans wanted to, if more Americans would go out and get a job, they wouldn't have wanted so many immigrants to come and take a job. Or maybe they're just like trying to make the wages low. I don't know. But I think that people should have equal wages.
You, in turn, will forget this incident? What's the matter, Yamada? Afraid of the penalty for failure? What is much simpler this way? Both sides have made mistakes. It will be very embarrassing for all.
The United States government doesn't settle for a deal, Yamada.
Kanban-san, you have said, forgive your enemies. I am willing. All right. Forgive your enemies. But first get even.
Yeah. And then the medical industry makes a lot of people think they have a disability when they're just a little autistic or something. Then they want to be on disability for the rest of their life when, you know, it's like a lot of Americans are just sitting at home playing video games. And they're smart people. It's like, I've talked to a lot of them folks on PlayStation. So when I saw that dude, it's some professor or some really smart guy that went to college and talks about it all the time. People are just playing Call of Duty stoned, whatever. It's like, they talk about it's like 7.5 million Americans that are able-bodied, you know, that like their mid-20s and to their like 40s, like they don't work. Now it's an old Western movie playing.
Lay still, kid boy. They'll think you're dead. You didn't know I had a plug thing on. I rode up somebody to the mat. And I laid still. And I heard somebody say, "We got 'em both."
Because it doesn't help me feel any better not having a job. I've tried it,
I'll never forget that laugh.
and it sucks.
It was a laugh of a crazy man.
You go stir crazy, you end up consumed with negativity.
Well, the next thing I knew was morning.
Then my heart started hurting. I had to learn how to deal with that.
I carried you all the way to this day.
West of the Divide, 1934.
Didn't know whether you was going to live or die. You pulled through all right. They could just find some type that might get rough. Doubtful. We did learn, however, that your dad had a hired man and his wife.
And them hard workers, like them old timers, they want a job. They want to keep a job because they say that if they quit, if they don't have a job, if they're sitting at home all the time, they go down. They go down like that. Because it's the exercise. It's, you know, actually doing something. You feel like you're doing something with your life, and it. Then the YouTubers, when they have a lot of viewers, they're like, hit the like button, like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's like, stop. We already know, man. What the hell is this? West of the Divide. 1934, John Wayne, Virginia Brown Fair, Lloyd Whitlock. A cowboy courts a chic ranch girl, a chic ranch girl, and avenges his slain parents, black and white. Ted and Dusty infiltrate a band of outlaws to get close to Mr. Gentry, the man who murdered Ted's father. The rating on it is not as good as the last one. This is only 2.3 stars. But I don't ever believe the ratings. Like, some of the video games I've played, the ratings are low, but it's been one of my favorite games, you know. Same thing with the movies.
Maybe fate's kind of taking a hand in this deal, Dusty. Maybe so. We don't know what this Gentry's up to, but we're gonna find out. What do you mean? I mean that from now on, I'm Get Gan. Murderer.
Mr. Gentry, my daughter and I have considered your offer for the ranch and have decided not to sell. We've developed the best spring in the country, and someday hope to make this a fine ranch. I'll admit it's the water I'm after, Mr. Winters, and I don't blame you for holding on to it. However, this country is still wild, and rustlers are pretty numerous. That's why I've sold half the herd, and we're going to sell the other half next week.
Oh. Is that the pretty woman? Yeah.
Excuse me just a moment, Mr. Gentry.
Go ahead.
Everything check up all right, Mr.
Everything's right. They're on their way.
I think you'll find that right, Miss Winters.
That's quite right. Thank you so much, Mr. Hornby. You late for the bank now, Dad? I'll have to deposit this first thing in the morning.
I've got some 2-year-olds that I've had to take a look at.
All right.
Damn, she has the voice of an angel.
How do you do, Mr. Gentry?
I'm very happy to see you, Miss Winters. Your father told me that you decided not to sell.
That's right. We're quite happy here. The kind of a ranch that Dad's always
I gotta pee.
why couldn't you keep it?
Well, if you're happy here, that's all that matters.
As your neighbor, may I be permitted to call sometime?
Why, of course. Dad and I will be delighted to have you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello, Chief. All right, boys. Well, Winters refuses to sell. Oh, yeah? Yeah, but I'm going to force him. I'll ruin him. The Winters girl's leaving the ranch in the morning with a large sum of money. Now, Joe and Hank, I want you to get it. But remember, no harm has come to her. I'm going to own that ranch no matter what it costs.
You scrub and scrub, but when your big brush won't fit, you just want to quit. No way! Now there's Horsepower Pocket Pony with new oscillating cleaning action. This powerful pocket-sized scrubber cleans in virtually any place and fits any space, guaranteed. Even mold and mildew hiding in hard-to-reach areas is no match. It blasts away grime in no time. The secret's in the powerful oscillating cleaning action that disintegrates baked-on crud, soap scum, calcium, and more. So strong, it cleaned this corroded antique relic to shine like new again. Amazing! Now scrub behind and in between, so sinks and faucets look sparkling clean. Cordless and waterproof, this little pony makes quick work around messy toilets. And forget scrubbing grout lines the old-fashioned way. Look how Pocket Pony penetrates deep into grout lines, bringing them back to their original shine and luster. There's even a built-in light to clean in dark areas. Get your Pocket Pony with 2 bonus power brushes for only $39.99. It's even rechargeable and comes with a scrub and shine money back
Horsepower,
guarantee.
horsepower.
Wait, call
We
now
got the
and
horsepower.
for a pro package, a $30 value, yours free. You'll get the amazing grout brush to remove layers of crud from tile and
I'm
grout.
sorry, I
4
apologize.
to make glass and delicate surfaces sparkling clean.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was gonna play an ad. It would have been better if I took you in the bathroom. I got some B12. I don't even know if it's good. Healthy for blood cells and nervous system. Energy and metabolism. It's still thundering out there. I heard thunder. It's raining? It's still raining a little bit. It's white. They changed the pressure. They did something with the pipes. And they say that it's because of air bubbles. Because after a little while, it comes like this. It's clear again. And I was reading about it, and one of the reasons could be the air bubbles or calcium. But we don't need to take too much calcium, because they say that it puts bone in the heart. But you know, when you look at the ocean and it's white, Or like the river water rapids. I don't know, y'all. Like, if you really want clean water, you're supposed to drink distilled water, and they sell it in jugs. And what distilled water is when you boil water and then you catch it. Oh, they're riding horses. Like when you catch it, like they catch it into a pipe and then it'll drip down. That's what distilled water is. Damn, that's from 1934? I'd give that 5 stars.
Gotta get her now. Why didn't you keep her when you had her? We never had her, you low-code fool.
Oh.
Drop that gun, are you going crazy?
Hell no. What the fuck? This movie is wild.
Cool down now before I stop you. Go on, try it, you big-eyed weasel. Come on, get in your saddle. We gotta go tell the chief.
Damn, that hat is huge. I'm telling y'all, man, get off the negativity on YouTube and like watch a movie or something. Oh, they got a white horse. It's a white horse in that movie. It's huge.
Well, I reckon it's deserted. We can camp here temporarily.
Yeah, make a movie. See, it turned white. I mean, clear. It was white, and it just turned clear.
Chelsea, come here.
Because if it really had a lot of calcium in it, I think it would be all collected at the bottom right there.
Hey, son, get up here, quick. Hey, son. Bullet.
It's a father and son.
Mighty curious, Dusty. We've got to hurry and get her to town. Let's take it easy now, son. Got her here just in time. The small artery's been taken. However, I don't think it's very serious. How did this happen? Don't know. We found her just outside of town. The horse must have thrown her.
That's how them old folks still act around here.
I reckon we better get going.
They act like that.
Yeah, we may be back later.
They sound like that.
All right, boys. I know the young lady will be very grateful. You'll probably
Times
take
haven't changed very much. In the country. And it's like the younger generation, we're all sophisticated now. They taught us books. But But them older folks, it's like they got more common sense. It's like nowadays everybody want to be on the internet telling all their business. We're more open now than folks used to be. It's the people that care more. But I mean, if you're just unruly, just spouting off a bunch of negativity all the time about this and that, well, you're just unhappy in your life or whatever, you know? Dude's over he's over there chewing tobacco. Or gum. I'm still coughing that hemp. I still have a hemp cough. I haven't smoked in 3 weeks.
You pay for an iPad Pro. I only paid.
I ought to just make me one of those portrait videos where I'm sitting outside by the tree talking about life and just upload it, and maybe it'll get hundreds of thousands of views, because doing this live streaming stuff, it's like nobody ever gets over 10,000 views. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it'll be a beautiful woman, she'll have like 16,000 views and stuff. But I swear, like, I've seen some stuff from those Indian women in India, and they, some of the stuff from their live stream be like 200,000 views or something. Like, maybe it's just an American thing, because there's only 300 and something million of us in America, and over there in India they say there's like over 1 billion in India. It might be 1.5 billion, because it's like 1.5 billion in Africa. And then what, there's how many is it in Asia? It might be like closer to 2 billion or something. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's like 500 million in Europe. There's only 100 and something million in Russia. It's like 66 million in Canada. Because it's cold. It's cold up there. Ain't a lot of people live where it's cold.
We've got a little job to do tomorrow night. You boys are taking all winter's cattle. Take them through the pass in the Round Valley.
They got weird looking cowboy hats. They're bowler hats, like it's round on top, and that other guy, his is dented on the front, but it ain't dented on the back. So that's how cowboy hats started. They were bowler hats first. They was round, but it wasn't until, you know, just getting all beat up and stepped on by the horses, rolled over and stuff, that cowboy hats became all dented in, and like that became the style. So it's like, we're gonna take this bowler hat, we're gonna steam it, we're gonna crunch the top. I got one over there.
Yeah. Well, here's $50. By the way,
Look at his hat, dude.
You better get in on the drive. I'll be there.
Look, woman. His hat is dented just in the front.
Hey, Spud. Come on here. Tell the boys to hit the bus boys. You're driving to town for a visit. Is that Winters a tough hombre? Just stubborn. I've tried to buy the ranch for 2 years. Now I'm taking it. Oh, hasn't he any relatives? A daughter. I'm taking her along with the ranch. Oh, I see. Like a dime alpha. We eliminate the old gent. You marry the gal and get the ranch. Is that it? You get it. Go the way you always go. Don't ask any questions and don't answer any. And if you wait back by dark, I'll shine you good. Get going.
Yes.
Damn, he took off on the wagon. He got 2 horses pulling him. Oh shit, somebody pulling up in a car. It's like one of them old A10 cars or something.
Won't you come in down the building?
No, thank you. I got to be getting back.
Well, thanks for the lift.
Well, that's all right.
Oh, Dad. I lost the money.
Never mind the money, dear. It's you I was worried about. You've got the rest of the herd to sell. That'll carry you through the spring. But tell me, Dave, what in the world happened?
Oh, yes, he never told me out of town. And that's the last thing I remember.
Well, who could have found you in that shack?
I don't know. Doctor, they were couple prospectors.
It was an old car. I wrecked a Ford Explorer Sport Track. I flipped it over, but I still got it. And sometimes I just want to cut the top off of it and make them look like one of them. And then I was thinking I could just, like I could weld my own roll bars on top. Like how they make them, you know, them homemade off-road, like those, they run them in the creek or like a hill climb. It's off-road type stuff. You know, like Redneck Yacht Club type stuff. A rock bouncer. That's what they call them, rock bouncers. But yeah, like I just want to cut the top of it off. Damn, they're riding a horse with a sled, and then they stop. I think the wagon broke.
Come on, son, let's go sit down and kind of pull ourselves together.
I know you're going to get me when I pass you.
Oh, don't worry, Bud. We're all right. You're safe.
I know, but that's not what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking of what's going to happen to me when I get back. What will beat me?
Oh, I'll have something to say about that.
You can't stop me. No one can. They've tried it.
Well, I'll get your provisions and go back with you and explain things. Don't worry, your dad isn't going to whip you.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can...
Sometimes I miss living on that farm. Them's was good people. I don't know, man. You move around a lot in life and you miss the places where you used to live and stuff, and then you kind of feel like it's a piece of you gone. it's like you had a lot of fun and there was good times and stuff, and or hard times with the good times, and they're gone now. You just have to let it go and stop living in the past. It's like you know, people come and go type of thing. Because they moved. Some of them moved. It was two rich brothers. They was rich because their daddy had a lot of money. And like, I grew up on their farm. Well, just a few years I was over there. But I really enjoyed it. Because I used to ride my four-wheeler and my dirt bike. Well, first I had a three-wheeler. It was lonely though. Wasn't very many women or friends, you know, like it was lonely.
I told him that kid couldn't hold them horses.
There was just a bunch of animals everywhere.
But I can't think where.
You go to the hog houses and it smells like, it smells like doo-doo and death.
I've had liquor with them. Now I reckon it's your turn.
There was like one chick way down the road, like I used to go stay at my friend's house, and it was his sister. Then there was some other chicks. It was one of the workers' daughters. But I was just a kid, you know.
You ever whip that kid again, I'll break every bone in your carcass. Oh, all right, then. Let me go.
And it was like everybody on the school bus, like they all lived like 15 minutes away.
You're the only friend I got. Jesus.
Drive.
I'll bet you bust this gizzard.
Gently sent word that no one was leaving the ranch. Tonight and I were supposed to get Winters. How are we going to warn him?
Well, the only chance is that when we get there.
Even all the way to school was like 30 minutes on the school bus. Like,
I'll get the boys started on the drive.
man, I was the first one on the school bus. Like the school bus driver, she was giving me hot cocoa.
Give me your knife, Dusty.
And I swear I was on the school bus for like 45 minutes, an hour, like every day. It wasn't like living in town and just a 10-minute ride on the school bus living in town. Yep, them country folks lonely. That's why when it rains, I like it. That thunder and lightning's exciting. Part of me wanted to open the window.
What's wrong, Dave?
The lost money's been deposited. Don't come out. Don't stop the light. They're waiting to shoot you down. Your life worth more than your talent. Let them take them. A friend.
You're stealing my cattle. I can't let you.
Yes. They're waiting out there for you. Keep them until it's time.
Bunch of cows. Y'all ever been walking around cows and then you step on a cow patty and you like, oh, it's slippery.
I saw the flash of light. I'm sure they got the note. I don't think there's anybody home.
Big cow patties, they're like this.
Well,
They're about that big.
anyway. Let's go.
You step on one and it's done crusted up on top. It got hard, like it gets real hard on top. So if you step on some cow shit, some cow poo, it's like zhoop. Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. Where does that phrase even come from? Like, I wondered that sometimes. Like, was they trying to sell them bullshit? Manure. Manure? Manure. They used to grow with horse poo. And then they learned how to make, fertilizer. Yep. That's bullshit. What, you trying to grow? Yeah. I'm growing with bullshit. Bullshit helps me grow. That's how I grew up. I grew up around bullshit. Oh, that's BS. What do you mean? What do you mean it's BS? Because, I think it's a good thing. It used to be a good thing, I think. See, that's what I'm saying. I just don't know. But it helps us grow. I just don't know what else they were selling besides bullshit. Was it supposed to be horse shit? I do not know these things. Now they done figured out how to use cover crops to cover up the weeds. It's called horticulture. Don't even have to use pesticides anymore. The big farmers could be using horticulture to their advantage, so we don't get toxic leftover chemicals in our food. And on horticulture, you learn how to use cover crops to cover, like there's these like little plants you can plant around your main crop, and it'll protect it so the weeds don't grow. Like because I see some of those Japanese people, those Asians over there in Asia, what they use is plastic. They just cover it with plastic like that, like on their main row, and they'll just have a plant right there. Because there was a because if you just plow it and it gets all dusty, like I mean, if you just plow it, like over time you keep doing that, the bacteria, like the little microorganisms in the dirt, they die off, and then it becomes like dust, and that's what created the great dust bowl in America. There was a great dust bowl like in the 30s, and it was like dust everywhere. There was dust everywhere, and it was because from the farming, from the plowing, like over 200 or 300 years, however long it took for that to happen. There was a farmer that used wood chips to prevent the weeds from coming, but like if you do use wood chips, like they have to be dried out a really long time, because if you don't dry them out, like if they're not completely dried out, it'll put too much nitrate in the dirt. Something to do with nitrogen. Something to do with that. Too much nitrogen in your dirt will it'll make it hard for the plants to grow.
Oh, good morning, Mr.
Good morning. Is your dad around?
Why, yes, I think he's over the barn.
I'd like to see him.
All right.
Good morning, Gentry. Good morning, Miss Woodard. Rustlers run off my cattle last night, and I've just hired these two boys to help trail them.
But Dad, that's too dangerous. I won't let you go.
We'll take care of him, Miss Woodard. When we sight the cattle, he's coming back up to the sheriff.
Oh, I see.
I'm getting hungry.
Don't worry, dear. I may be late getting back, but I'll be here.
Oh, I do hope they find our cattle.
In case your dad is late getting
Are y'all
back,
hungry?
I'd be very happy to keep you company this evening until his return.
I've never had this many viewers.
Oh, that wouldn't be an inconvenience, Miss Larry. In fact, it's going to be a real pleasure.
And I don't see any messages. This is
Here's the
weird.
letter we got from Gang.
But it's kind of peaceful. Like, I appreciate it with no messages,
Hello, Gentry. This will introduce
because a
Jack
lot of the
Gang.
messages,
He's just the man for the job.
they're weird.
Sorry I can't do it, but I got a couple of star packers on my trail. Yes, plenty tough, as the enclosed poster will prove. Good luck, Bill. Gentry. Jordan Smith.
Like, a lot of
I
them,
don't know
people
how
just be
I could ever
asking
pay you,
questions.
I hate to think what would have happened if you hadn't taken a hand in this. Oh, Judge Mr. Winter, we're glad to help you. The question is, what to do next?
What to do next?
I got it.
I'm gonna give me something to eat.
We disposed of Mr. Winters here. If he wants proof, take him out and show him again. And then, why don't you get out of here before I take the pack off you?
Well, man, back in the old days was funner, man. It was more fun back in the old days, man. Nowadays, everybody's sitting inside looking at screens. I'm telling you, because I lived it. What's he doing? He's playing with his daddy's gun. He's outside.
I got this mountain bike for only $11.
My foot itches. Do I got chiggers left over in them? I'm wearing these Crocs. I swear, these Crocs will last you 100 years. One of my exes gave me these Crocs. I tried to get rid of everything, like most everything that she gave me, because I didn't want to have her memory. But I really enjoyed these Crocs. I mean, I could fix me a little something. I got this PlayStation 5 on Deal Dash for 50 cents.
Get started today. Enjoy options like these. This brand new PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. And this iPhone sold for less than $42.
Oh. Burrito. Damn. Alright, kinfolk, I'm trying to eat something. It smells like marinara. I don't even know how they make marinara. There's some distilled water right there. Are they playing a electronic song on the radio?
Double cross, eh? You don't have to worry. There's no reward out for me, and they're not gonna get it. What's that?
Wow, look at that. It's a burrito. There's some meat in there. With some rice and lettuce. Maybe onion and cilantro.
My dear boy, your real name is Jim Hayden. Your dad and brother were killed by Gentry in his gang when you were a babe. Don't think hard of me, son. I've had no hand in this. Aunt Martha. Jim. Jim, do you know what that means? It means you're my brother. My own little brother.
Ain't that swell?
Oh yeah, the Mexicans can cook.
Oh boy, in a way, this isn't any great surprise to me. I've suspected the Gentry for a long time. I've never been able to get anything on it. Years ago, right after Hayden was killed, we suspected him of being the secret leader of a band of wrestlers.
Yeah, it's got some cheese in there.
After reading that letter, there isn't a doubt in my mind but that he was guilty of Hayden's death. We've got enough on Gentry now. Why should we wait? Give Ted a chance to play his hand, sir. He'll get word to us when he needs it.
There's Gentry now.
That's the biggest burrito I ever seen. Y'all ever eat a burrito that big?
No matter what happens, son, they're right here.
I'm scared I'm gonna break my teeth. I almost did on a tamale one time. It had a bone in it.
I hardly know how to tell you, but this poster will speak for itself.
They're gonna break one day. That's what's so sad about it.
That isn't the worst. Word just came.
But it's okay. That's why you're supposed to respect the dentist.
Don't say it.
Don't cry, Faye. I want you to know that I'll take care of you. Why, I've loved you since the first time I saw you.
Please, Mr. Jeffrey,
Won't you understand, Faye? I'm crazy about you. I'll give you everything you want.
please don't like that.
Listen, I want you to be my wife.
Oh, take your hands off me.
Take your hands off, Gentry.
There's some beans in there.
What have you done with my father?
Your father's taking it from this. Call the sheriff. I'm holding this man for murder. Murder? My name's Hayden. Ted Hayden. Son of the man you and your gang murdered 12 years ago. You left me for dead too, Gentry. But I live. Live to even up the score. Why, he's crazy. That poster proves who he is. Then call the sheriff, Miss Winters.
Hello? Hello, give me the sheriff's office.
Mighty brave behind the gun, aren't you? Why? Hanging or shooting too good for you, Jeffrey.
Hello, this is the sheriff's office. This is Miss Withers.
This movie got bad acting in it. That's why it's 3 stars.
Be right over. Your daughter, Withers. You'll have to hurry.
It's still kind of cold in there. Y'all know what burrito means? It means little donkey. It's a big donkey. It's real good. With that cilantro, that coriander.
When Dusty comes, lead him right to the hideout.
See, you gotta have faith in humanity. Have faith in humanity. This burrito was good. This burrito restored my faith in humanity. You see?
Hey, Dusty, catch up and follow me.
Come on, Withers.
Just because there's some negativity on the news all the time don't mean that you should be scared to go outside. Man, if YouTubers could make movies like this with horses, that would be freaking awesome.
The can. You got yourself in a trap. Give me that gun.
I guess that's up to y'all's country folks out there.
Separated me from my brother. Took everything out of my life that a kid
City
could
folks can't have horses.
You know, I ought to give you what you gave my dad. But I'm keeping my hands clean, Jesse. I'm taking you to the law. All right, boys, that's when we'll pull it. Why, it's Jesse. Up on there, man. Where's the man called Gang? He's in there. Well, boys, I've been trying to meet up with you for some time. I reckon you got here just in time, brother.
What are you thinking about this? You don't care now you're gonna get our ranch. And he said when you married him,
Wow, that was really good.
twice as big. Oh, he has it all worked out, has he? Sure, you better accept his proposition. Because it was the only one you'll ever get.
What's my little brother been telling you?
Well, he told them what you said, you didn't have the nerve to.
Does my face red?
Well, I'm the deal. A face that's exact.
What the heck? That dude looks like Tom Hanks. A mix between Tom Hanks and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I think your brother needs a good lecture.
Lecture? He needs a good spanking.
Neck pain. No. No, I have neck pain. I'm cursed for life. I'm cursed for life. Let me have my medical cannabis card. I just wanted some of the good herb, but why I gotta pay $20 a gram? Oh my God. Americans are scammed to death. Till death. There's a baby horse.
What are you doing here, young fella? Where's your mom? Don't tell me she deserted you. Fine young colt like you. But you can't be over a few days old.
There's a baby horse.
Something funny must have happened around here. And you just young enough to be good eating for some farmers. Well, we can't let that happen. You're coming home with me. Now you just lie still until we get home, young fella. Nothing's gonna hurt you. You just take it easy.
Wow. Was it?
Well, don't even be so smart. You're liable to have hay fever someday yourself.
Wow. Hay fever? Oh no.
Hello, Dad. Well,
That's why they call it hay fever?
Said times was bad.
we know that as well as they do. They lend us any more money.
Don't seem to be in the land of mood, son. Kept telling me that raising horses wasn't profitable anymore. Sort of surprised me, too. I thought those fellas at the bank were smart.
That's the trouble, they are.
But I got a surprise for you, son. Found it on the way home. Found it coming through Conga Pass. Take a look at this.
What do you think?
A wild colt.
Not bad. Must have stayed away from the herd.
Son, you know wild horses never straighten the herd. And a colt this age never leaves its mother unless something happens to her. I figure a mountain lion made this little fella an orphan.
What are you going to do with him, Dad?
Raise him, of course.
Raise a wild colt?
He won't be wild after he's hand-fed and let run with our herd for a while. Notice those shoulders, Steve?
It looks promising, all right. You named him yet?
I found him in Conga Pass. That ain't a bad name, Steve. Conga.
Wow.
Now remember, Rusty, I'm counting on a lot of help from you. This colt needs companionship. Well, we'll let you understand. Now, this may not be as good as what you was used to, but it ain't bad. Here, Rusty. See, Carl? See how it's done? Wait a minute, don't let Rusty get it over. Yeah. Look at you.
Them horses make you some big money.
Didn't I tell you like it when you once got the hang of it?
Them people at the bank don't know.
Mr. Calhoun Ranch? Oh, it has been for 70 years. Mr. Calhoun, I want to talk to him. Oh, yeah? Somebody here to see you. All right, Boomy, I'm coming.
Wasn't it one of them thoroughbred racing horses that sold for like $50 million or something?
Mr. Calhoun, I'm Jordan Hadley. I just bought the Miller Ranch. Glad to know you, Mr. Hadley.
Just a few years ago.
How do you do? Be nice
It was a lot of money.
Again. Keeping the Miller brand, I suppose. No, I don't think I'll have much use for the Miller brand. I'm going to put the entire ranch in wheat. In wheat? And I could use another 1,000 acres if your price is right.
How much you offering, Mr. Hadley?
Just a minute, Steve. Does that mean you're going to run fences, Mr. Hadley?
But around here, I can get one of them old scraggly horses for $900.
Fences? They ain't used to them.
I can get a donkey for $100.
Mr. Captain, I didn't come here to argue about fences. Naturally, I have a right to protect my land. Are you interested in selling any part of the grown wheat? I should say
The expensive horses are the thoroughbreds,
all my life, Mr. Hadley.
the racing
So
horses.
my neighbors, and we aim to keep on raising. Well, suit yourself. There'll be land for sale.
Now, just a minute. Suppose you let me talk this over with my father.
Keep out of this, Steve.
Yo,
As
what
long as
up,
I'm here,
Damien?
There'll be fine horses on my land. Horses a man can be proud of. Living, breathing friends, Mr. Hadley. Though I reckon you wouldn't understand that. Friends that'll go out and make a place for themselves in the world. And if your fences pile up any of my horses, I'll tear them down, understand? I guess the law will have something to say about that. Law be blasted. My paw helped write the laws of this state, and there's nothing in them says you can harm a horse. You know, they told me around here that you were all a lot of moss-backed old fools. Dead to progress. Now I'm convinced of it. If you want to fight, you'll get it. For 2 bits, I'd run you off of my ranch. You and your fences.
Now, just a minute, Dad. Take it easy. Maybe you'd better be going, Mr. Hadley.
Fences in this country. Wheat instead of horses. Who ever heard of anything so outlandish? We ought to keep them right in them fancy pants he was wearing. Steve, you know that man sort of irritated me.
Yeah, so I noticed that.
Back in the old days, poor people didn't have a
You
horse.
all right in that box, dog?
Nowadays, they think rich folks are the only ones that can have horses.
Let's get real. Leagues from a incontinence happen. But that doesn't mean that you have to be uncomfortable or embarrassed. Forget diapers and paper garments. They're embarrassing, expensive, and never feel right.
No, I don't want no diaper.
Fashionable and reliable solution for incontinence. Wherever is
No. Y'all can buy some diapers. They look like underwear. They look like regular underwear. They're adult diapers. Wherever. Available at Amazon. MyWherever.com. 3 pairs starting at $37. For men, $50. No. One time I was at work. The day that I decided to wear overalls, yeah, like I had overalls on, I sharted my pants. Yep, that's what sucks about overalls. That's why you don't see people wearing overalls no more. You gotta take them off just to take a dump. Gotta deal with all the straps and everything. Then there was a dude made a video about the, like in like 2021 or something, the new fashion this year is overalls for women. And then one of my ex-girlfriends, like that same year, like before I stopped using Facebook, like I seen one of her profile pictures. She was wearing some overalls with no bra, and you know, you could see part of her boob right there. Women look hot in overalls. Hello, May. Mac. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. I can't see too good. Wow, they got that dog trained. He just gave the baby horse some of that bottle. That dog's like a German Shepherd mix. It looked like a wolf. 1 year later and the horse is all huge. It's huge. Damn, they pulling around in an old car, one of them old Fords. Them A models, whatever you call it.
So would you if you owned him? Growing up, ain't it? You're getting legs under him, all right. Take a good look, boys. You don't find many horses like Conga. What do you think of? Good shoulders for a youngster. Quarters, all right. All right for you. Oh, come on, you folks.
It's an old movie. The name of the movie,
I know he's got good quarters and good shoulders.
Conga, the Wild Stallion,
Oh, he'll do.
1939. Fred Stone, Rochelle Hudson, Richard Fisk. An old rancher feuds with the farmer over barbed wire and the shooting of a horse. Black and white. It's rated 2.5 stars out of 5.
It's unnatural for a wild horse to stay civilized. That's right, Jim.
A lot of them low rating stuff, they're actually good, and the high rating is not as good. Like in my opinion, like I don't know what it is. Like whoever rates these movies, they just rate it on the acting. I don't like it so much as the acting, except for more of what's in the movie.
Well, boy, do you think he's still ready to hightail it to the mountains? Get one out of here. Say, he'll be selling horses when we're all gone. Steve's running the ranch. Where's Steve at? Went to town early this morning. Had some books he wanted to buy. Books on farmland or something. I sort of hoped he'd be here to go with us. Steve's smart, talking to a man like that. Come on, boy, let's get going. Think that tall one yours, boy? Well, that was on hay yesterday. I reckon you'll hold your leg. Hold your level now, man. Don't make me
Yeah, see them old rides, them old cars, they didn't have no top. Just a little windshield.
There's places got here. Well, if you're in a good fresh one.
They go real slow. I like them better. They never go so fast you flip them over. They used to have a wreck. If they had a wreck, they all survived. And nowadays, people going so fast, it don't work. Dead. D-E-A-D. Dead. Broke neck. Broke back. Broke insides. Oh, man, it's scary. It's scary. Every time we go out on the highway, we risking our life.
I'm not interested in buying any of your land. All I have to do is wait until the bank part closes and I can pick it up at my own figure. We're willing to settle a reasonable price. A reasonable price. I'd buy all your land, my bet with the tax is yours.
You're making it pretty hard on us, Mr. Hadley.
What I am. Just because you people settle this country, that's no reason to think that you own it. When I get through, I'll see that you and your horses are driven right out of this state. You laughed at me when I came here and planted wheat. But suppose my turn to do a little laughing now.
Well, boys, I guess there's nothing more to be said. That barbed wire is sort of expensive, ain't it, Mr. Hadley?
$8.40 a spool. Why?
Plain wire'd be much cheaper, wouldn't it?
Yes, but a lot less efficient. Horses can keep away from barbed wire, but if they don't, they generally leave part of their hide.
I'd hate to see that happen, Mr. Hadley. For your sake as well as the horses. Come on, boys.
Mountain lion. They even got a mountain lion in this movie. They just showed one. There's horses everywhere. There's like 150 horses right there. Mountain lion done made a stampede of the herd. I rate this movie 5 stars. How y'all gonna rate it 2.5 stars? Oh, look at that mountain lion. It's jumping up that tree. Damn. It's huge. Oh no, I think they got the mountain lion. I don't know, it kind of looked fake. Man, there ain't no movies like this today. Man, they probably had to spend like at least like $5 million just to make a movie like this today. How are we gonna get all them horses? Back in the old days, it was horses everywhere. Nowadays, they put them in the kill pens. They herd them in the kill pens. It's like animal shelters, but for horses. Nobody comes and buys a horse. So if you want to save a horse, you gotta buy one from the kill pens. It's just like those animal shelters. If nobody goes and buys a dog,
I'll take care of it, miss. You better stand back, Carol. Don't worry about my clothes.
just because they don't want dogs and horses running the streets.
Well, nice of you to help us, miss. Seemed to come sort of natural to you.
I took a course in nursing, only I decided not to follow it. Hospital rooms are too small.
I like plenty of space myself. Here, boy. Nip it. Take it easy for an hour and I'll let you up.
You know, Father raised this horse. He was a wild colt when he found him. They just been leaving his car, Dad.
That's too bad. He's such a beauty. What's his name?
Tonga.
Hadley had to run that barbed wire.
Well, Dad, it's his land. After all, he's right to cut any kind of fence he wants to.
He can use plain wire just as well. He'll be pleased that one of my horses has been hurt.
What about the wheat that our horse is trampled on?
We'll grow again. The Congo will carry that scar as long as he lives.
I think your father's right. No one has a right to harm your horses.
Yes, but it's Hadley's land.
What does that prove? But your father says the wheat will grow again. That horse might have been killed.
Wow, that woman's pretty. She got curly hair.
Yes, I do.
Say, you haven't told us your name yet.
Judith.
Harvey. You're Jordan Hadley's girl?
Yes, I live on a small ranch up north. This is my first visit here.
Yeah, now Hadley's here and he's raising him. Excuse me, miss. Buying his wheat, I suppose. Yes. Said he's going to make us pay for all the herd destroyed. But I says to him, you listen to me, you poison all those sunfish. Never mind, Gloomy. You'd rather not be seen with this here, Miss Hadley.
Oh, no, that's all right. My father and I are accustomed to disagreeing.
Is she?
Yes, she is.
Oh, run her off this place.
You will do nothing of the kind. What are you doing here, Judith?
Trying to help take care of a horse that was cut on your barbed wire.
And you saw what they did to my field.
I'll pay for the wheat that was trampled.
With what? Depending on money from the sale of your horses.
Father, a horse was torn on your wire. Mr. Calhoun pays you for your wheat. Don't you think you ought to be responsible for the damage to his horse?
I'll ask you to keep out of this, Judith. Please me if you'll ride back home right away while I get this settled. I'm sure we'll be able to settle this all right, Miss Hadley. We do appreciate everything you've done.
I hope Congo will be all right, Mr. Calhoun. I'll ride over in a few days and see how he is.
We'll be glad to see you, Miss Hadley.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
She gonna ride her horse right on out of there. Damn.
Now, what about your wheat, Mr. Hadley?
Just this. I'll shoot the first man or horse that puts his foot on it again.
Now all y'all care about is Ford, Toyota, Chevrolet, Nissan.
A man like that could have such a nice daughter.
Takes after them all.
What do you know about her mother?
Only talk I've heard.
Is she alive?
Died a few years ago after Hadley struck her in a court.
That's so.
That's why she don't hold much with her father and see him very often.
And this is a...
Oh, man. I was watching that movie. Them ads pay the bills. Them ads pay the bills. Look at this water hose. It don't kink. It don't flex. It expands. It's the pocket copper. The pocket copper hose. These ads pay the bills. How you gonna pay the bills? I'm gonna buy me a horse and then I'm gonna sell it. He found him a free horse on the side of the road. His little baby horse. It don't happen like that anymore these days. Sometimes I go take the trash out and I see baby kitties. I see cats. I swear I saw a bobcat one night. It was like the size of a dog. I swear it was a bobcat.
The herd, I think it's best if they go as part payment on our note. You don't think your father would agree to a slight modernization of the ranch, do you, Steve? Say a few hundred acres in wheat?
Mr. Randall, it'd be like asking you to measure calico in a dry goods store after you spent your life measuring dollars in the bank.
I know. It's pretty hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Well, good luck, Steve. And if it's all right, we'll...
Man, they dressed so good back then. Nowadays, everybody's in blue jeans and a baseball cap.
Oh,
Hello there, gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were back.
well, I've been back for days. How's Conga?
Oh, he's swell. It's showing you that.
Nobody even watches baseball anymore. People wearing.
Best 2-year-old we ever had in the place. Say, bring you all summer?
Maybe if I don't find what I'm looking for sooner.
Oh, she got a big hat on. It's like this big.
Well, yes, you would do.
What?
Well, I don't mind telling you. I'm looking for a horse.
Well, this is the right country to look in.
I bought 2 thoroughbred mares last fall. And they need a husband.
No wonder you knew how to take care of Congo when he was hurt. I never suspected you were a horse breeder.
Looks are deceiving. Tell me, there wouldn't be any chance of buying Congo from your father, would there?
No, I'm afraid not. You see, the bank, well, they're foreclosing on a note. I guess we're out of the horse business.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They might sell him trade afterwards, though.
Oh, I don't know. That would seem like doing something behind your father's back.
He'd rather see you have than some Peter. Look, Miss,
Judith.
Judith, how come you got mixed up in horses anyway? I mean, with your father being the way he does.
People have a way of doing things like that sometimes.
Yeah, I'll get that for you.
Oh, thanks. I suppose Conga's put on 300-400 pounds since I saw him last.
Oh, all of that. Say, would you like to see him again?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Well, we could drive right out past Dad's place. That is, you're all through with your shopping.
Oh, I'm through. Let's go.
Well, we'll pick up my horse at the corner.
Fine.
Excuse me. Giddy up, boy. Looks like a big crop this year.
A lot of nice biscuits and loaves of bread.
Oh, they're on the green
I'll take
screen.
horses anytime.
No, there's a lot of money in wheat.
Or the
There's a lot of
projector.
bread and silkworms, too. You can stand them.
You know, you sound just like my father.
Isn't that Conga? Well, a fence isn't going to stop it.
That horse just jumped a fence.
Oh.
He won't hurt anything.
I'm not so sure your father'd agree with you. Look.
They're gonna go wrangle him.
those men.
I'll take care of that.
Take that rope off. He's got enough damage already.
It's a cheap phone. I got slow internet too.
Hey, Conga, take it easy now. Nobody's gonna hurt you, boy. Easy, Conga. Easy, boy. Take it easy. That's old fella. Nobody's gonna hurt you now. There we go. Okay. Go, Pete. You'll hear from Mr. Hadley about this. He knows where to find me.
Did you see him take that fence as clean as a whistle?
What do you make of a wild horse jumping like that?
Thoroughbred blood, probably. 3 generations back.
No wonder my dad loves him.
Steve, do you think, would your father let me sort of rescue him from the bank for me?
You're a grand girl, Peter. But I wouldn't try to do that.
I'd like to save Congo.
Save him for yourself. You can buy him out to foreclosure.
Somehow I don't want him that way.
Is that conga? That's conga.
Seems like he can't keep his eyes off them hills today. Sometimes I wish he'd run away, back to the wild herd. He'd be free then. Horses are so much like people, Gloomy. Liking some things and hating others. It just don't seem right they should be dying out. Ever since the Spanish conquerors of Mexico let some of their mounts escape to the hills, there's been horses in the West, but they're going fast.
There's quite a few wild ones left.
Yes, but people will hunt them down and stamp them out. After a while, they'd be like the Indians.
Hot damn.
Yes, you think? Looks like it, Gloomy.
Never thought he'd run off that a ways. After the way you raised him and all.
Let's get back to the house.
Howdy, Sheriff. Howdy, Steve. Hello, boy.
Hey, boss. Were you expecting company?
Yeah. Gloomy, now I know why Congo ran away.
You mean you don't like company?
Not this time. Those boys have come to take our herd away.
Doggone. I've got a notion to take to the hills my own self. Keep going, Conga.
I gotta take a piss.
Oh, Tom.
Howdy, Aunt. Howdy, Gloomy. Howdy. Well, I reckon you know how much I relish this job.
That's all right.
I gotta take a piss. I'm bored and I feel like taking a shower.
All there, are they?
All but one.
It might be 6 months until YouTube recommends one of my live streams again.
Last I saw of him, he was hightailing it for Tabletop Mountain.
Well, let him go. You can have him. All right, boy.
And I never had this many viewers before. I appreciate it if y'all subscribe.
Well, Dad, where do we go from here?
I don't know, son. I don't know.
I'm sorry for having poor quality.
But when your big brush...
I could always increase my quality. I just go get a new phone. And yeah, so I guess I'm gonna get up off here and I'm gonna go take me a shower. So I'll holla at y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Peace and blessings, and stay positive and try not to consume all the negativity, and try to be happy in your own life and get outside and plant some plants and be happy about getting a job, and don't be afraid all the time, and have faith in yourself and have faith in people. because the good people outnumber the bad people, always. And so make blessings, make good memories and positivity. And remember to be grateful about what you have and what people give you. And be careful on the highway. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.